Hi, welcome to Cindy the Crocheter Ace channel. I am here to say that I have not worked on anything of late. It's been the water bottle holders for me. I just want to say welcome to the new and the old, and thank you for taking your time to listen to me while you do your chores or sit down and watch and everything. Uh, just a quick update. I will show you some of my crochet makes and whips. And last Friday, I think I held something like this for a long period of time or just a short period of time. And it affected my bone here, right there. It still hurts a little bit when I poke it. Yeah, I know why am I poking it, but not as bad as it's been for the past week. So I'm like, you know what? It's probably from grabbing something the wrong way and then doing the crochet motion. Um, I'm a Google doctor expert, so I Googled and there was a few things that could go wrong. And talking to a few people, they're like, well, if I can do this, then it's not carpal syndrome. It's probably tendonitis. So I'm guessing that's what I have. So I didn't crochet for the past 5 days. I believe it was Wednesday I had to go out, and it was one of those you grab a ticket, sit and wait, and usually I sit about an hour before they call my number, and then it's usually another 30 or so minutes for me in the meeting. So as I was waiting, I did pick up and whipped up almost up to the handle another water bottle. So I will just show you. So that's what I've been doing. In between drinking a lot of water and trying to enjoy the heat. I'm more, so mind you, I have like what 8 months of winter, so I more adapt to the cooler weather. So, anyways, I will show you the the same pattern water bottle holder, but I will show you my completed ones, and the handles are tucked in. So I've done this multicolored one, and then I've did a couple of solid ones, a solid dark purple, solid orange. Now it's showing up bright here, but it's more of a a dull looking orange. And then I got a yellow, which is mustard color. I almost got the rainbow happening here. And then another completed one is using the scraps from the orange and the yellow. I made a candy corn looking one. I didn't have much yellow, but yeah, I think it turned out kind of cute. And the handle is just complete white. I tried to add a bit of candy corn color to the handle, but I just didn't have enough of the color. So yeah, you can see where I color changed and everything. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. And so that is that. However, I have 3 in the makes. It's just the dang handles are my downfall. So I made another one of these, which ended up selling. So I decided to make another one of these and see. I'm stuck at the handle, and the sad thing is I only need to do 10 more and then I can sew it up and I'm done. But yeah. That will happen eventually. And then I skipped over to this one where I like mixing in the multicolored with the white. So here's my other one. So I like using the multicolor, and then when I do the fan, I like the solidness in the fan, and then I switched back to the multicolored once the fans were done. So that's another one. As you can see, I just started doing that one, and then I put it down. And of course, you know, when you put things down, sometimes if you're lucky, you can pick things up again. And then, oh, see? My ticket number. Oh, I hear Autumn. Autumn's like, oh, my friend is talking. I'm gonna have to come and get on the camera. She's like, oh, Cindy's talking, so I better make my debut, right? Right? Okay. Alrighty. So here's my other one. I didn't quite get this finished before they ended up calling me. Already. You're gonna have to... It's not alive. I got a video to make, my dear. Okay. We can cuddle in a minute, okay? Yeah. So this is one where there was just a tiny bit left of this. So I was managed to get up to where the fans begin. And so I'm just right now got a little bit left that I think I can make it where the handle's gonna just be ending up being white. But I didn't end up finishing that Wednesday, so I have to get back to that. But I like this one. And so yeah, this is just a little bit of the scrap that Sarah gave me. So that is it for my water bottles. I think after that, those 3 are made. I'm gonna take a break. I still have to get these to Sarah. A few have sold already, so that is good. Look at how pretty that is. So pretty. So this has now my pretty pink Shoppers Drug Mart bag has now turned into my water bottle and cotton bag. That's where I'm storing all my finished objects and whips and stuff like that. And then besides that, about 2 days ago, Friday, I wanted those knitting needles from Rose, who graciously sent them along to me, were just eyeing at me like, use me, use me, use me. So I went and I Googled, I want to make a scarf. I think it's something where it's not as big as a blanket, but it's enough stitches where I need to concentrate, you know. So I Googled easy knit scarf, and the channel name that popped up was The Nervous Knitter. And I went to her channel, and I think the last thing she posted was 10 months ago. So I'm not really a follower of her, but her channel came up to how to knit a simple scarf. And I find she explains it well. Her demonstration is short and sweet. Mind you, since this is my second time trying to do a purl stitch, I could understand. It took me a while for my brain to figure out how to hold the yarn and that, because I was holding my yarn in the left hand. But then I noticed she was using her right hand, and she was wrapping it around her right hand, and I thought, how can you do it? But I managed how to figure out how to wrap the yarn in my right hand while holding the hook, and yeah, I'm a throw over person. I don't know if that's a thing, because I know there's people who say, are you a continental or something else? I think I'm the something else. But anyways, she does a video. She does the pattern. And so it's really basic. It's like you knit a few, then you purl, then you knit a few, then you purl, and then it's different in row 2, but not really. So, and then so here's my little, to keep track. You basically do as many as you want. I don't know how to quite keep track. So 1 2 1 2 is my best deal. The only thing that I put it down once, and I must have forgot to mark down that I did that row, because when I did a couple of rows later, when I came back after a nap, it turned out my purl stitches are now opposite. You'll see. I'll show you. But I picked up the knitting needles, and luckily it does call for size 9 too. So not that it matters. I could probably use anything. But I used a bulky 5. Some of you might recognize this from the Best Buddy blanket. I'm using my full skein of Rubik's Cube puzzle yarn. I'm looking over at the red. If I like, I'll see how much yarn I use. Then I'll use the red, because I don't think I have a full thing of the red. So yeah, so this is going to be my color combination for the scarf. And I started since Friday, you know, like an hour here, an hour there, and I'm really liking it. So this is what I've gotten so far since Friday. And isn't that pretty? And I think I just need to, at first you're like, ooh, I'm tight over here and that, but it's not. It's because I bunch everything up. So once it's done and spread. But here is what the pattern looks like. And these are your purl stitches. And as you can see where I stopped, and I'm not familiar to recognize. I do know what a purl, like you can see here, for those of you who may not know how to knit, or see these bumps are that you've done the purl stitch. So the purls, so I know that. So, but to pick it up now, I couldn't figure out. I'd have to try. I'd be guessing, to tell you the truth, what it is. And so I guess but it looks okay to me. You know, it just adds a little something. Now hopefully I screw up at the end so that both sides match. But other than that, yeah, this is what her pattern looks like. When I started doing this, I'm like, oh my goodness, this could be like a carrot. What do you call it? There's Bailey. Hi, Bailey. Bailey and her motorbike. All right, that's Bailey. Ooh, she's on fire. She's got places to go see. That's Bailey Creations. No, ugh. You channel names with your long names. It's too much for this little brain here. But what I was saying before Bailey rudely interrupted me is it reminds me of one of those sweater cardigans. There we go. Got to get the letters in my head. But yeah, I figured, you know, if you knew how to, from shoulder to shoulder. And it was cool because I was talking to my mom today, and my mom, unbeknownst to me, she kept this a secret for the longest time, since I haven't since I started crocheting, but now maybe because I'm starting knitting, she apparently knitted a sweater for herself. Who knew? Way to go, Mom. She knitted a sweater. However, she said her one arm was longer than the other arm. And I could see that happening, you know, if you're too tension and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. So after this, I may go back to that dish towel that I talked about in another video, where it had a lot of knits and pearls, because now, see, this is the way I find I hold my yarn. I wrap it like this now, and I do this motion. So whatever motion that is, that's the knitter I've become. I used to have it in my hand as a crocheter, you know how you, so I crochet with my left, or my yarn is held by my left hand, and now in knitting it's held in my right hand. So yeah, and these are Clover Takumi, a brand, and I'm enjoying it. I definitely have to watch out, because sometimes I need to push down, because you want the right you know, thickness or roundness or whatever, and I find I tend to go up the point, and I need to make sure to push down so that it will be equal to doing that. But these so far work very nicely. They're not slippery on me, but it's enough where, heck, like, I didn't think I would get this far. In her video, when she shows it, she has about this length, and she's like, yeah, this is what I did about in an hour. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I've done about 3 days now of crocheting here and there. But it's all practice, it's all learning, and yeah, so that's all I've been doing. So I probably will load this video up, and yeah, I hope you all are doing good. I want to say again, I don't know if anybody reads the descriptions or anything, but I thank you for those who are watching this while they're doing stuff, or just sitting and doing just a lot of things. And yeah, I appreciate you all. The winner has claimed her prize. I just need to go out and about and shop so that I can pack in a little extra something. And yeah, I guess that is all I have. And my thumb is healing really good. Like, I couldn't even push down. So that is what I'm doing. If you want to let me know in your comments what you are working on, if you're knitting, or if you've ever done the canvas work, let me know how that canvas is, if any. I think I know Laura Black Ministry does canvas work, and I think that's her channel name. So I need to check her out. I don't know if she has a channel, but I will check her out. I've seen her up on panels and on in live chats and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you have a good Sunday. This will most likely be uploaded tomorrow, which is Monday. So I hope everyone has a good Monday at work or play or whatever your plan is. And make sure to say hi to your loved ones. Tell them you love them. And as you can tell, the sun is setting over here. And I'm going back